This is a video to show parents how to log on to the Google Classroom at home. So I have Firefox pulled up here. I'm going to be honest, it would probably be easier if you use Google Chrome. But for today's purposes, I think since some people don't have Google Chrome at home, I'm going to use Firefox. And so you could use this with Safari if you're on Apple, Internet Explorer, if you're on Microsoft, or just a web browser of some sort. So I'm going to type in Google at the top. Okay. So there's two ways to do this. The first way you could do, I think is the easiest, is to just sign in right away. All of your kids have a Google login. And so if I click sign in, mine is aaron.bilberg at moundsviewschools.org. Okay. This at moundsviewschools.org the students will need to type that in. And so your students should know how to get logged on, or they should know at least the first part before the at Mounds View Schools. That is because your students log into Chromebooks almost every day here at school using that login. So just make sure that they have that at moundsviewschools.org after their other information. And their information should look something like 2028, their graduation year, and then I think it's the first like 3 or 4 initials of their last name, their first initial, and then like the last 2 numbers of their 6-digit ID code. But they should know that. If they don't have them, write it down at school from their teacher. So I typed in my email. I'm going to click next. I'm going to type in my password. Screwed up there. Okay, I don't want to save it right now. So now I know that I'm logged into Google because there's a little A right here. That shows my icon. Your students probably changed this at some sort. So it should be their picture. And you can hover over it and it'll see what account you're logged into. Then what you do is you press the waffle button. And on mine, I have my classroom right here, but your students will probably have it if they scroll down to Google Classroom. You click on it, it opens this up. Now, your students will look like this. I have all of your students in a Google Classroom of some sort. So, for instance, for the unit studies for Mr. Plime's class that I currently have, I have all of 30 students in the Google Classroom. They have signed up. So once you click on that, your students will be able to see the information that has been presented and posted by me, their teacher. So that's the first way how you can do it. The second way is if you would like to just go to Google and you can literally, and I'm going to sign out here to show you this example. You can type in Google Classroom. Okay, you can literally Google search it, click on the first one. It'll bring up a page that looks like this, which asks you to sign in. If I click my account, because I already just signed in, I type in my password, it'll bring up this same format. Okay. Please let me know if you have any questions. I hope that this provides some clarity on how to log into the Google Classroom.